Superbyke RSR 125 for sale on eBay. The paperwork includes the HPI check certificate, which I've recently done. Although there's no registration document with this bike, you can tell quite a lot from the certificate. You get a vehicle identity check. You can check whether it's stolen, whether it's on finance, it's been a hire vehicle, it's been written off, and all that kind of stuff, and everything up there shows clear. So it will be just a matter of applying for the registration document again, because it's gone missing in the post. Sometimes you don't have to pay if it's gone missing in the post, but I don't know with the change of owner whether that is still the case. So there's that. So just looking around the bike, a few little things to point out. The exhaust on the bike, somebody has taken the baffle out of the exhaust there to try and make the bike probably go a little bit better and make it sound a bit more sporty, but it hasn't made very much difference to the sound of the bike, and it's hard for me to tell whether it goes any better because I didn't ride it before. But anyway, so the baffle's been removed, but that shouldn't be a problem for MOT, I wouldn't think, because it's not making any excessive noise. This lug on this right hand side panel, I would say, has broken off. I've not looked inside there, but I can see that it's slightly loose. You don't have to do anything with that, but if the lug was there, you might want to glue it back on at some point, perhaps. Somebody has welded up this exhaust bracket there. The welding on there is quite poor. It looks to me like whoever welded that perhaps hadn't done any welding before. It does seem at the moment, just tagging at it, it seems like it's on there and it's firm, but it's not a nice welding job by any stretch of the imagination there. So there's that. This is the gear lever joint pivot. Now this, I think, should be riveted to this piece here, and it's loose. What you really want is take it off and re-rivet it with a ball peen hammer on the back or something along those lines, or change the whole piece or something like that. When I first saw that, I thought perhaps this was coming off, but I think it's actually supposed to be like that, because when you look down there, the splines aren't in this bit, the splines are further down, so I think it's just like a design thing now. I don't know why they've done that, but anyway, there's nothing wrong with that as far as I can tell. It will want tightening up because it's slightly loose, but there's that. The back half of the mudguard is missing. I suggest that's probably been missing for quite some time, but there's that. I don't know whether you need to do anything about that for an MOT, or whether you want to do it just for your own sort of keeping the bike clean or whatever. So there's that. The rev counter, the tacho, is not operating, is not showing the revs on the engine, so the usual reason for that is because the rev counter cable is broken. I've not looked at that, but you might want to deal with that at some point if you felt like it. So there we go. The rest of the bike seems quite good and up together. It rides nicely, so good luck with the bidding.
So this is a short video to demonstrate the Superbyke RSR 125 to show it's got clutch, gears, brakes, and it's been ridden and that sort of thing. So first I'm going to start the engine. It's still a bit cold at the moment and the choke is still half on. So first thing I'm going to do is up to the junction. Apply a little bit of rear brake first, which I'm doing now, a little bit more. I can feel from that the rear disc brake feels nice and flat, and the brake feels as powerful as it should do. I'll do the same for the front, a little bit of speed up, a little bit of front brake, a little bit more. I can feel from that the front disc feels nice and flat, and that the front brake feels as powerful as it should do. I've noticed that the left mirror seems a little bit loose. It seems to be dropping down a little bit. I don't know if it wants replacing or whether it is an adjustable thing or not. Anyway, up through the gears, the third, the fourth, and the fifth. So I can hear from that all the transmission sounds nice and quiet. There's no chain noise or gear noise or anything else like that. I take my hands off the handlebars so you can see it going nice and straight, which it does. And I'm going to do a small acceleration test in top gear just to make sure there's no electrical breakdown. Just knock that choke off now. And I can feel from that it accelerates nice and smoothly, and there's no electrical breakdown, so that all seems fine. I can see there's no rev counter working at the moment. So there we go. Last thing was the horn, and that's the test done.